And we are live. Good evening and welcome to round 2 of the second season of the L2S Racing League. We are at Vietnam. I've got Ian MC on commentary tonight with myself. How are you, Ian?
Yeah, good into this, man. Good to be back on comms with you. Looking forward to this tonight, man. See how they get on around Vietnam. We all know it's a tricky track to get the hang of. So it'll be an interesting one tonight, I think. Always is with Tier 2, to be honest.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Going to be super tight. I'm looking forward to what happens and how they tackle qualifying. It's 18-minute session before we get to the 50% race.
Try and get some information off the drivers about weather.
First few cars trickle and make their way out the pits. Massive train.
Yeah, this is interesting to see a lot of people going out this early. You don't usually see that, so maybe there could possibly be some rain forecast. I've just asked the drivers on the Discord to try and let me know what the weather forecast is. Oh, dry. From Wayne Bennett says it's a dry race. Could just be seeing everyone trying to get a decent lap in early.
Yeah, I think everyone just wants to give themselves as many runs as possible. It is a difficult track to nail, 3 very, very different sectors.
Yeah, I just find it's got it's quite low grip track. It's quite hard to get the power down, and it's got some awkward corners, shall we say.
The various horseshoe corners that genuinely are the strangest thing I've ever seen. The two horse turn 2 and turn 6, I think it is, leading onto the back straight.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a weird one. I always struggle with that. The car likes to get sideways round there when you're putting the power down.
Yeah, you almost want to drift your way around. Maybe take a page out of the Monaco Challenge and drift your way around there. And as I say that, we have Vortex King starting a flying lap.
Let's jump on board to see how he gets on. And
Scruffy in the first corner.
Managed to not invalidate it though. Just.
Importantly.
Yeah, this section of corners is so tricky, a massive braking point. Little chicane and then the long, awkward left-hander into a right-hander. Looks like he's done pretty well through there though.
There's a lot of time in that section, both to be gained and lost.
Looks like he's gone for some rich energy colours this week, Vortex King.
Yeah. I'm liking it.
So we've only got 5 drivers in the pits. Maybe waiting for the track to get a bit of rubber done. Bulltex King's just coming up to the final corner. See how he gets on with his first lap. Little glance at the wall. 1:35.4. Spaceman 35.9.
DMC puts in a 35.0. That's a really good lap from him.
Yeah, David DeJoel just about to cross the line. P1 with 34.0. Wow, that's a whole second.
Simbi's got a bit of traffic, both on hot laps. In the final sector, what's he going to get? It's only 4th.
That could have benefited him on the run to the line, but obviously hindered him on the next lap.
And GT Fanatic was on mediums. He set his lap there, so I don't think there was any blocking or whatnot on the fastest laps, as they both were. It's unfortunate. This track's very difficult to get a bit of room.
Got Mogi just making his way through the final sector on his first flying lap.
Yeah, Mogi's been one of our FT drivers for the last number of months now, 6 to 8 months or so, and yeah, it's his debut in the F1. In the F1
puts
again,
on P6 straight away.
Good lap from him, sir. Good lap from him.
Yep. Yeah, I think he's been with us in the F2 since we started.
Yep. Finally made his debut in the F1. Just on board with Ray Zundin. He's catching a draft, a bit slipstream from Mitch. Not sure. I think they may be both on hot laps, but stay on board with Ray Zundin as he looks to find a breaking point to the hairpin. Oh, catches the apex sweetly there. Oh, great lap from Ray Zundin there.
1:33.3. That's crazy fast.
Rapide. He'll be really happy with that.
Who else is on a lap?
Little Jim's on a lap. He's just going through the horseshoe section. On now to the back straight, looking to catch a draft from T-Lock, I believe that is.
I'm not sure how well this is going to go if they're both on hot laps.
Little Jim tackles that hairpin nicely, so I think he'll be looking for a 105. He's within a couple of tenths of Ray Zundin's provisional pole lap time, coming through the final sector now. Some say this is Maggots and Beckett's, but with wars surrounding it.
Yeah, it doesn't take much to get it wrong and take the front wing right off your car going through that section.
And he's only half a second.
Yeah, 5 tenths off. These times are pretty rapid, man. I think the best I've managed is a 34 something round here. I think this is one of the tracks as well. I think people try to avoid racing here as much as they can.
Yeah.
Because it's just not got a bad reputation, which is weird because it's a brand new track, but it's just horrible. Let's face it.
It's just horrible. It's just horrible. It's Baku with
stupid corners.
slidey corners, super low grip, and yeah, it's not one that I see often on the 5-lappers.
Yeah, it's like one of those ones, if it pops up you just go into spectator mode for 5 laps. So everybody's got a timer on the board.
Simbi's just lost it in the second corner. Difficult turn 2, that is.
Yeah, because it's one of those ones, it's a long sweeping one, but you can't go fast enough to get the proper downforce a car can provide. So you're always fighting with the back ends to try and keep it in a straight line. Yeah, it's easily lost from turn 2.
Yeah, this car's losing it everywhere.
Everyone doing a good job to let him pass though, that's good to see.
I'm currently on board with EMC, who, yep, half a second up on his second sector time as he goes into final sector.
Yep, I'm on board with Renault.
Yeah, boy. Trying to just carry as much mid-corner speed. Slightly misses the apex in the penultimate corner. A little bit wider in the final corner. How's that gonna work out for him? And even with that, I think 6 tenths he went up. Still keeps in P4, closes the gap to Davide and Raisin and Little Chim. Yeah, those 33s are mega.
Yep, I'd be happy with myself if I got a 33 onto it. I got a Spaceman just coming to the end of sector 2. See if he's up or down on his time. He's up by 8 tenths.
A little wiggle out of that corner, that's all good. Flirting with how close he can get to the barriers. Oh, understeer there, mid corner. Nicely gets to that apex in the penultimate corner.
P5 for that one. Almost a second up on his previous lap.
Real good improvement there from Spaceman. Got Mitch on, and Mitch, I'm so glad to see Mitch in the lobby because he was having problems connecting. But no, coming on board with him just as he gets to the second horseshoe corner. He's gonna want to improve on that 35.8 that he's currently got on the board. Ian, is it me or is this qualifying session absolutely flown by?
Yeah, it definitely has, but I've just noticed there's only 4 minutes left as well.
4 minutes left already, what the
It's gone quick.
I'm
sure it won't go that quick when we're trying to set laps later on.
It's because I don't think we've had any sort of lull moments here. Everyone has been out, and I think Mitch is on a cool down lap.
It looks like maybe someone let him past. Yeah, I wasn't sure if he were in the wall or were letting him past. Trying to see who else is on a lap.
Vortex King has just started a flying lap. Keeps it just within track limits there. Really good use of all the track. What's his split that time going to be? It'll look good.
Yep,
10th and a half up. You're going to want to take more curb than that. You want to be riding those curbs, almost mounting them.
Yeah, sometimes it pays off from this track to get two wheels on either side of the curb. I can unbalance the car a little bit, but
Yeah.
sometimes you need to take the risk, I suppose, if you want the time.
Yeah, I definitely think for, and he just hasn't validated his lap there. I think in the qualifying lap, I'm gonna want to take the risk of riding the hell out of that chicane, and yeah, Vortex is down on his current PB. Yeah, it's a little bit of contact with the wall.
You've got Wayne Bennett is starting his flying lap now, still to put a time on the board.
Yep. He's opted to put a lap on the mediums. If I do think and thinking about it now, 50. Ooh,
and that's
that's
a wing
unlucky.
off. To be fair though, no assists and no racing line. That's not a chance on this track for me. And there goes his wheel. Starting at the back though, anything can happen on Vietnam.
Yeah, but I think it's one of those. Thinking about strategy-wise, I don't think it is an easy one-stop.
No, I don't. I don't think so. I think your car slides about. Oh, you almost collected Wayne's car there, Desert Rat. I think your car slides about so much, and it's like you're constantly fighting. I think it just gives extra weight to your tyres. That could just be me though, my driving style.
I think just looking back now, and I know there are a few tracks that on the 50% distance that the two stop is quicker than the one stop.
Yeah.
And I think, if my memory is serving me right, I do think that Vietnam is one of those tracks as just. You've got, I think, Little Jim, who is on a cool down lap now and looking to start one, so we'll come back to him, see where he's at. Davide has just started a flying lap, come back to him. Spaceman as well, they're all in roughly the same part of the circuit, all in the first sector. Yeah.
Oh, King Esmo's had a spin.
Gone back on board with Lil Jim as I think most. Yep, he's 5,000ths off his current PB, so more or less neck and neck. And himself, he's got Davide in front of him, and also Spaceman, who Spaceman is currently up on his current PB. Davide, yep, Davide is not up. He's a second down, 1.1 seconds down on his current as Little Jim crosses the line. He's 2 tenths down. Like track conditions, I'm not seeing the sort of track evolutions that we expect to see. But we've got Spaceman here who is a 10th up on his current lap. That's not going to change his starting position, as yeah, he was slow on that final sector. It's weird. It seems like the track has gone the wrong way.
Yeah.
In terms of grip, it seems like the evolution hasn't happened, and the cars are actually putting in slower lap times. And as I say that, Sim V crosses his sector 2, nearly 3 tenths up on his PB. So, and I do believe there's a lot of time for him in this final sector. Oh, he's revving the hell out of it, trying to extrapolate as much of the engine braking as possible. Penultimate corner, as he goes through the final corner on the power. Is this
P3? Not a lot in it there.
Good lap, Sim, man. With that being said, Ray Zunden's currently, yep, he's currently a tenth and a bit up on his PB. Oh, and he improves to a 33.0. Poor, that's gonna take some beating from anyone.
Well, that's
tier 1, tier 2, doesn't matter who you are, that 33.0 is a great lap time there.
yeah. Right.
So yeah, that's the final classifications on my screen. If you're on the Twitch, P7 Vortex King. But yeah, congratulations to Ray Zinden, getting pole, Little Jim second, I believe, yeah, on his debut as well in the L2S F1 league, and simply just pipping Davide Joel for P3. This is going to be exciting. It's going to be rapid. It's going to be. I'm just looking at the split times in the midfield. There's nothing between 6-7 drivers across 0.3 of a second. So I'm keen to see what happens there.
My headset died there, sorry.
No worries. As long as we're not getting the scuffling noise we were getting yesterday.
Yeah.
So I may have to meet you again.
Yeah, if that happens, just let me know, I can fix it.
No worries. It's all good at the minute. And just as a reminder, this is the first race in Tier 2. We forgot to do it last week, where we've got a formation lap on. The drivers are now going to be able to have control on their starting tyre temps, and it's important not to make any contact, because you will get disqualified from formation lap, which means you'll be sat on the grid as your tyres, and your tyres will cool down as everyone else makes their way back to the grid. So it'd be good to see how everyone deals with that, and as everyone's completed their final setup tweaks, fuel loads, tyre choices for those outside of the top 10.
Yeah, so we got the top 9 on softs and the rest of the field on mediums, apart from King Eskimo, who's on the hards, going to try and mix it up a bit.
Interesting.
Predicted
Interesting.
pit strategy there: soft, medium, soft, soft, hard, soft. So computer says a 2-stop.
The 2-stop is the more favoured strategy. Interesting.
I would be, personally, if I was planning a 2-stop, I think you'd just go for the hards, soft, wouldn't you, and do a 1-stop. Surely there's enough life in the hards to do that.
But I do think, and this is where I was thinking, that the 2-stop, the reason why I may be quicker is that those hards, unless there is a sort of a safety car that can protect you in the final maybe 10 laps of the race, I think those hard tyres are really slow.
Yeah.
Are really slow.
Well, it'll be good to see what happens here with King Eskimo, the odd one out on the hards. See how he gets on from there.
It's a clear strategy difference for those starting in the top 10 and those not starting in the top 10. Because usually there's been so many tracks that even if you started 11th, 12th, all the way down to back of the grid, you'd start on the softs because it's a soft to medium strategy, a soft to hard strategy. I think this is opening the door out for those
So
maximize if it's an early safety car, maybe, because
the ROG
will
and
probably give us some safety cars.
T-Look sitting on the grid with the tyres going cold.
It's gonna compromise the first 2 sectors at least, I would say. First sector of the first lap, cold tyres.
But we've all done it, I think, man. Get a bit carried away, weaving to heat the tyres up, and maybe just do a Grosjean and put it in a wall.
Let's just hope they don't start with a TRL limitless minus 200 degrees tires. That'd be horrible.
Just driving on blocks of ice.
You could then do the drifting challenge around Vietnam.
Yeah. Man, whoever done that, that's outrageous.
Mental, mental.
Drivers lining up on the grid.
5 lights.
We've got a little glitch on the start again.
Yeah. Yep, and it's go. Raisin in top 3 look like they've got a relatively decent start. Just running through the field here.
Oh, some people, someone's getting caught up there. T-Look.
Yep, they sorted it out.
I've seen an end plate fly off of someone just up ahead of him. It looks like everybody's made it through.
Mate, just seeing all those cars heading down towards that chicane. Mental as...
Oh, there's another end plate going there. I think that was a ROG, maybe losing a bit. Yep. Oh, someone's on a wall there. Oh, it's both Tex King in the wall.
Oh mate, the battle in midfield right now is bloody crazy. It's cars everywhere.
I'm on board with a ROG. Just now is almost side by side through the hairpin. Mitch gets a move done, but
great overtake from Mitch. We've got T-Lot looking to make the overtake, and yep, he's broken way too deeply, and he's lost a number of...
Callum had a bit of a lock up there, but managed to gather it together and take the position back.
Yeah, he saved it well. And as I head further up, the top 3 is unchanged.
The ROG 5 seconds for speeding in the pit lane.
Baseman having made it 2 positions. Sim B having just lost the position to BMC. He has now lost 3 from his starting position. Doesn't look like he's had a good start to his race thus far.
And he's got Desert Rat quite close behind him as well.
He's got a bit of damage, hasn't he? Sim B's got a bit of damage.
Oh yeah, he's missing an end plate. Got Mitch and GT Fanatic having a bit of a scrap.
That's a good overtake. I think it was a good overtake from Mitch. So we've got Davide Jog closing up on Little Jim, and as that's happening, just allowing Raisin just to keep building on his gap. He's already out of DRS from Little Jim.
Yeah, he's done good to get a bit of a gap between him and Little Jim.
And Tim B's in the pits, couldn't take that damage. No, we'd seen that missing end plate. What's he gonna do for tyres? Is he gonna go on the hards, the mediums, or put on another pair of softs?
I've just jumped on board to see. It looks like he's going on the mediums.
Yep. Yeah, that's gonna send him right to the back of the standing.
BMC and Spaceman having a bit of a battle now. A little bit of contact there, going up the inside from BMC. Spaceman won't be too happy about that, I don't think.
But Wayne is going for an overtake and gets past T-Lock using DRS, and then a little lock up there to the chicane.
He looks
Ballard. Oh,
looks to
unlucky
have
Wayne.
tapped him up the back there, but they both seem to have wing damage. Yeah,
So what has happened to Joel? I think he missed the hairpin. He may have missed his breakage out of the hairpin because he's now been demoted already down to 7th.
that Desert Rat is in the DRS zone of Spaceman. Not close enough though. Oh, someone's lost it behind. Oh, that was David the Jules put it in the wall coming out the final corner. He's DNF'd, only 3 wheels on his wagon now. Safety car, full course safety car. To be fair, right, no, don't mean any disrespect to the tier 2 drivers, but I'm surprised we got to lap 4 without a safety car.
Oh mate, I'm expecting a safety car on lap 1 in tier 1.
Oh no, the penalties are going to rack up now for people speeding in the pit line. The Rog's just got another one, 10 seconds. Let's see what everyone does here. Let's change of strategy.
So, in this scenario, Ian, what would you do?
Maybe pit and go for the mediums and then try and make them last and put softs back on at the end.
Yeah, exactly the same. I would do exactly the same. Get a pair of mediums on.
Looks like
Go on.
I'm not sure what is happening under there. Wayne Bennett with a collision with Ray Azadin.
What happened there? I just seen Wayne Bennett go
Yeah,
straight to the wall.
Not sure.
So leaders are filing into the pits. I'm not sure. But that's the thing. What are the medium runners going to do? Because all the soft runners are now in the pits. Nogi being the last soft runner. And
yeah, if you were on mediums, I don't know, I would maybe be tempted to put hards on and try and get to the end, but if you put
maybe I would say another set of mediums and just go on par with the other guys.
Yeah, and then softs at the end.
So that has allowed Raisin to come out still in the lead.
Hopefully the safety car doesn't stay out for too long. Just 2 cars still to catch up the pack. Probably another lap then under safety car after this. T-Luck getting a 5-second penalty, speeding to the pit lane. Oh, so we got Mogi has got a drive-through penalty. I missed that. That must have been for speeding under the safety car. Yep, speeding. A few drivers out there still to stop as well. Mitch, GT Fanatic, Callum and Safkov. Safety cars in this lap.
Safety car in.
Yep.
Let the games begin.
Reyes Adams gone. Looks like the front few drivers have managed to get a bit of a jump on the rest of the pack.
Yeah.
So Rog getting another penalty in the pits. Yeah, so Ray Azadin's already out with a DRS zone and Mitch. So we'll be trying to build on that gap over the next 3 laps until DRS is active. But little Jim is all over the back of Mitch. Spaceman trying to put it up the inside. Safkov didn't quite work for him, he might lose a place here to Desert Rat as well.
Yeah, they've gone through that nicely.
Oh, but he's lost 2 places, trying to make that moves on the inside.
All of them.
BMC's just pulled off, almost pulled off a lovely move then. Yeah. Between the 2 cars and then rammed the outside. Didn't quite work, but nice try though. That would have been
keeping it nice and clean.
We've got Mitch and Little Jim. Little Jim in the pits.
That for damage?
No, I think he was still to pit. There was a few drivers out that hadn't pitted under the safety car, which I don't actually know why.
No, it's Little Jim's got front wing damage. Yeah, he's got a set of hards on now.
So we've got Desert Rat and Safkov, then a little bit of a train behind them. And this is just letting the top 2 kind of create a gap. Well, the top 3.
MV has joined this train.
Desert Rat using his overtake to get the move done. Be looking to defend into this hairpin.
That's a great overtake from BMC there. There's a little wheel bang in there on the exit, but with the late lunge.
Oh, we got a safety car again.
Well,
Oh, someone's lost it.
Rog.
At
The rog was lost in a horseshoe.
Well,
Turn 2, sorry.
two safety cars already. Drive-through penalty for GT Fanatic speeding under safety car.
Oh, that's gonna ruin it for him. He was in a good position there.
Yep. This is going to help Mogi out because he did have a drive-through which he's already saved, and now there's another safety car, so that's going to help him out. This could help a couple of drivers out, but nobody wants another safety car. They just want a race.
Yeah.
It's like we don't want to sit and watch them follow a safety car either.
No. So in my mind, you're thinking this safety car is going to be out until
lap
12.
Yeah.
Lap 12 or so. So in my mind, I'll be thinking, if I'm racing, then can I get a set of maybe one set of tyres from lap 12 to the end of the race? That's what I'll be thinking. Because at the end of the day, pitting under the safety car, you save all the time in the world. Because the pack's all together.
This is where it's going to benefit you to have not used a set of soft tyres yet, or already using them, and then because I think mediums could possibly go to the end if it's a brand new set of mediums.
A brand new, that's what I'm thinking. And is it then worth the front drivers who were all on mediums, Pro Oliver who's of course on the hards, would it be worth them pitting? And for me, the decision in my mind would be, can a set of mediums go to the end, or do I put a set of hards on now? I'll be leaning towards a set of mediums, being completely honest. Because the ones they're currently on, I don't think will make it to the end of the race.
Yeah, I think all the front runners started on the softs, so if they've got another fresh set of mediums, they could strap them on and get to the end.
Someone gonna be adventurous. Someone gonna want to go against the grain. Mitch has pitted, but he put on a set of softs earlier, so I think yeah, good time for him to get onto a set of mediums.
Yeah, we've got T-Look, Little Jim and Prodiver all out on hards. Safkov has got a brand new set of softs on, same as GT Fanatic.
So it looks like, and Callum.
And King Eskimo.
Yeah, so I think those guys are very much sticking to the strategy, maximising the time that they can gain from the tyres that they. So look, they'll be hoping for another safety car before the end of this race, just to maybe tighten the pack up again.
Freyazidin definitely won't be, because he's got it all to do again.
Yep.
He had a massive gap to second place, well, a good few seconds. Yeah, I think the top three had pretty much made a break for it.
We probably want to do the same again.
Yeah. And it looks like most of the cars have caught up, just King Eskimo. So it could possibly be in this lap. See what penalties we got. Yeah, GT Fanatic with a drive-through, and King Eskimo with a 5-second penalty. So there's no penalties been handed out at all then for track limits. or anything like that so far. People that have got their penalties have obviously saved them under their pit stop, the 5 seconds. Man, Lando Bot's sweaty.
Yep.
I'm gonna beat that later.
I know you're gonna go in and put 3 laps in and beat it.
So safety cars in this lap.
Reyes-Zundin has got the jump on Desert Rat. Reyes-Zundin has definitely mastered the safety car restarts. Already pulled a 1.3 second lead. Is there anyone looking to commit an overtake going into turn 1?
Yeah, he seems to get these restarts dumb, doesn't he? Reyes-Zundin straight away out of the DRS.
Little Jim is all over the gearbox of
Mogi, that is.
Oh, as he goes for the overtake. Oh my god, that was
And he gets that
beautiful.
done nice on the hard tyres as well. Mogi drifting it round behind him.
And behind them you've got 3 cars wide going into the final, into that horseshoe section. Callum, Mitch and Steve Luck. Safkov makes an overtake at the hairpin on Moki and promote into 8th.
Got Spaceman just trying to hang on to the top 3 just outside the DRS. Yeah, SimV right behind him in the DRS zone. Probably going to look to try and get a move done into turn 1. Maybe too far away though. Van, there's no DRS, yeah, I forgot, after safety car. GT Fanatic into service drive-through.
Unlucky. He was gonna be, I think he was up in third, fourth when he was given that drive-through penalty. That's sent him to the back of the grid and ruined his race thus far. And he's just having a little look as
Little Jim and Proliver having a bit of a battle.
Again,
Yeah.
he's made the overtake going into the chicane. He's out of the horseshoe in front of the car. He was chasing. So yeah, Little Jim's definitely recovering from that pit stop to the front wing change he had to do just before the safety car. Simby
Yeah,
as
so
well,
got-
who had to do an early pit stop to
got
change the front wing.
BMC is all over the back of Desert Rat though. Closed that right down to 3 tenths.
And BMC does look very strong in this final sector.
Yeah, he seems to be able to just throw the car in that goes where he wants. Carries a lot of speed through those corners. SimV and Spaceman, like SimV got the move done on Spaceman.
Oh,
DRS is enabled now, so you should probably get some position changes.
yeah, BMC looking to set himself well for this short little run. When I say short, it's not even that short. It's a decent straight. It's a bloody long straight, to be honest. It just seems very short compared to the straight right next door to it.
Not able to close a gap that much, even with the DRS.
Struggling for some traction.
Yep. Just hanging on in the DRS zone. While all this is happening, yep.
On Pro Oliver, got the DRS, he's on the soft tyres, steams through around the outside, he's ahead of him for the braking point, and Safkov misses the apex, but that's fine, he's got the traction on the exit, and
Nicely done.
complete. Yeah, as you said last lap, BMC is he's really good in this final sector. It just doesn't seem like he can get close enough.
Oh, you got Spaceman diving in the pits there. I was just on board the little Jimmy, was all over him, but he's jumped in for a fresh set of rubber. Then this battle out front's heating up. Got SMV, it's caught up to BMC, and he's on the back of Desert Rat. And all the time, Ray Asden's stretched out to over 5 seconds. BMC's gonna try and go for it, I think. Nope.
As Mitch and Mogi just battling through the chicane. Pro Oliver just sniffing behind.
Mogi with a DR.
Oh my god!
I think he just touched.
He made contact to the rear end.
As soon as he opened his DRS, I think he's made a bit of contact to the back there. Mitch will be pissed.
Mitch will be frustrated. It so easily happens. Switching on DRS and the overspeed sometimes is crazy.
We know what Mogi race is like, but we know that won't be intentional. He was just caught by surprise, obviously, by the overspeed.
Yeah,
Just
100%. 100%. I didn't realise BMC got past us at Rat.
BMC's got some serious pace round here. It's got what 12 laps to go. See how much you can close the gap to Ray Asden in P1. Sim V is closer and closer to Desert Rat, but it's just a bit of a DRS train at the moment.
Red light is flashing on the back of Desert Rat's car.
Yeah,
He's
Sim
should be low
V
on ERS.
has 30% overtake, but don't think he's close enough to go for it.
Yeah, save it for another time.
This is pretty much the only battle that's happening out on track.
Yeah.
But it is a battle for the last podium position, so... King Eskimo's got it up into P9. 5-second penalty, so you'll be trying to build a gap, finishing the points.
So Desert Rat is still very much improving on lap times wise with his 12 lap old mediums. Feet next to the wall on his way out onto the long straight.
Yeah, it gives Simvi a chance. Dumping his overtake. DRS wide open. Yeah, he's going to get this done. On the inside into the hairpin.
Desert Rat isn't giving up.
Yeah, he's not, is he? These two battling is letting BMC build a bit of a gap, so he's out the DRS now. Mogi picking up a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Little Jim's closed up onto Desert Rat. King Eskimo's up into P8 with Mogi in the pits. See where that brings Mogi out. But yeah, Little Jim has closed the gap to Desert Rat. Over a second and a lap, I think he caught up.
Mate, he's on them hard, them hard tyres.
Yeah.
Is it now time for those hard tyres now to start coming into play?
It's looking that way as he's putting it round the outside.
Oh mate, what an overtake.
Nicely done as well. I'm not sure how old everyone's tyres are. Yeah, Little Jim's tyres are 10 laps old. Desert Rat's on 13 lap old mediums. So yeah, I think this is now playing into Little Jim's hands a bit. As the mediums start going off. Sim V jumping into the pits.
So, just looking at the situation, we've got Simvi, who's just got the pits on a set of fresh softs. He's going to be dangerous in this final segment of the race.
Yeah. You got Ray Azadin's got a 10-second lead, so he could possibly be thinking about just going to the end on these mediums, but they're 14 laps old, the ones he's got on just now. But I think you'll possibly see the top 3 pit for a set of softs. Yep, Sim V just out on those softs making easy work.
Yeah, easy overtake there. Pro Oliver on the hards. Next on the line, just under 2.8 seconds on the road is South Cole, and then there's a massive gap. So just currently, as all things stand, it's the top 4. Well, Ray Zenden is running away with it.
Yep,
Top
Desert
3.
Rat in the pits.
So he's blinked early.
Safkov in the pits, getting a 5-second pen. Yep, everyone's getting fresh softs on by the looks of it. Mogi setting the fastest lap.
Great lap there. So Simvi has. Did Simvi? I think Simvi got Desert Route on the undercut then.
Yeah, I think Desert Rat has just pitted there, so I think so. But
Yeah, I'm not sure if Simvi was already ahead of Desert Route, because I know those two with BMC were battling away.
it's all pretty chilled out on track just now.
As the leader, Ray Zenden now goes into the pits.
BMC in the pits behind them as well.
So Lil Jim, who had to change his wing earlier, was back at the grid, currently winning this race. It's crazy.
Yeah. It's can he keep Sim V behind him he's 11 seconds behind, but on the soft tyre, so he's going to be catching rapid.
Sim V and Ray, how has that happened?
I think Ray Azadin looked like he had a really slow pit stop.
Did he have a front wing change or something?
No, he didn't have a front wing change and he didn't have any penalties.
So Ray Zenden, who was almost running away with this, dominant with a 10-second lead, is now third with Sim V on only 1 lap older tyres. Maybe 2 lap older tyres.
Yep, up into P2 though again already.
Yeah, he's made the overtake.
He'll just be trying to catch little Jim though. So we got Mitch catching up to the spaceman. I'm just looking at how fast that gap is coming down between Little Jim and Riazadin.
Yeah, it's
like down to less than 7 seconds already.
like he's already taken out 4 seconds, 3.5 seconds of his time.
So got Desert Rat retiring in the pit lane.
Oh, that's unlucky. Don't know what's gone on there. He was on for a really strong result earlier on in the race. So the lead has now come down to 4.1 seconds. This is just an awful situation right now for Lil Jim. Who, no matter how hard he keeps pushing right now, that time deficit is just coming down and down as Pierre Oliver hits getting off those hards that he has been on for a long time now. Fresh set of soft tyres there for him.
Yeah, I don't think there's going to be a lot Little Jim can do about this.
Nah, not at all.
But 5 laps to go, gap's still 3 seconds. But you can see him now.
And once you can see the driver you're chasing, it's almost, it gives you even more impetus to wanna hunt them down and catch your prey.
It's got it down to less than 2 seconds. Right, I missed that actually. Riazadin's got it past Little Jim. And already got a second gap to him. Sim V closing down on Little Jim now as well.
But can I add, this has been, at least from a perspective, a really good drive from Lil Jim.
Yeah.
With that early contact and wing change that he had to make on lap 5 or something like that. It was. It was well before lap 10.
Yeah, he's done. It was a good recovery for the top 3 all running in the position they started.
Yeah, he's managed to reset himself back in there, but now he's just a little bit exposed. And this is what I was saying earlier about this. The hard tires are just so slow. I think the soft tires are 2 steps from the mediums. So effectively, you're racing with hard tires against super soft tires, and that's not going to be any fun for anyone.
No. But Mitch and Safkov seem to be the big winners at today's race. Safkov up 9 spots and Mitch up 11. If it stays that way, 3 laps to go.
So yeah, looks like the final podium position just now just needs to be sorted out.
Yep, and you've got Simv's right there, just waiting to pounce.
Yeah, it's just a matter of when, not if. As we've got a little battle between PR Oliver and Spaceman. So have to check back into single file going into the final sector.
Simv got a DRS wide open. He's not been able to close the gap or get a move done yet though. Won't want to risk it, any damage of that late on in the race.
No. It's a good exit out of the horseshoe corner on this. I think that it is the longest straight in Formula 1, even though I don't think we'll see this circuit ever raced in Formula 1. It was the longest in this game.
Yeah.
And easy overtake on the DRS, Simv. And I think, yeah, that's the top 3 locked in, pending any big mistakes, big incidents that happens. As we head into penultimate lap, Reissenden's re-extended out his lead, just under 7 seconds now from Simv. And we've got little Jim in 3rd, BMC right now 4th. Great debut drive so far from Mogi. Let's just have a quick look at the penalty situation, if that's going to have any real issues. So yeah, regarding penalties, no issues. The only one that would say is potentially going to change someone's result is Spaceman, and if Spaceman does get past PR Oliver. So, Reisenden has started his final lap. Looks as Mitch and PR Oliver battling away. Oh, the switchback of dreams. PR Oliver keeping in front of Mitch. I was going to say, let's stay on board with our race. Our leader at the moment, and touch wood, our race winner. And as Reisenden ends the final lap, he wins. Well done, Reisenden. Really, really good drive from you.
Yeah,
really,
awesome
really good
drive from him. Stormed
awesome
away.
recovery from Simvi as well, having had the early damage across the line, 9 seconds behind Reisenden. Little Jim as well, fantastic recovery on the hard strategy. Had to force him onto that onto the hard tires, but he did really well. BMC in fourth, good drive from him. As Mogi on his L2S F1 debut, brings the car home in fifth. Well done to you there, sir. Tough Golf coming across in sixth. Mitch, PR Oliver still battling. I think Mitch just got past PR Oliver on that final lap. So
yeah, it looks
seventh,
like
Mitch.
it maybe at yeah, it looks like he did get past him.
And Callum brings the car home in for a point in 10th. Well done to him. Last few drivers looked across the line. GT Fanatic gutted for him. That drive-through penalty that he got earlier, just never recovered from that. King Esquimal making his way out of the final corner in 12th place. T-Lock in 13th.